Tomlinson and
Robert Endicott here.
as always, sorry for the long break. There was a number of reasons and we won't go into that, but we're going to talk about where we are Leeds, what's happened the last few weeks, international break and all that, and going forward, what it looks like going forward. So I think we haven't actually spoken online, Rob, since Millwall. So we got Millwall, we got QPR. Now, I know we've had a conversation about Millwall, but just in terms of Millwall, how did you feel that went? Because you were very confident before we started, weren't you?
Yes, I was, and I'm glad I was actually. Tight first half. I thought
Yeah.
Millwall played pretty well, and it was much closer than I expected. I just thought we'd turn them over, but anyway, the second half came, and I thought we controlled the game. And nevertheless, they played all right. I've got to give them credit, and I know
One
you don't like
exception,
me giving.
Rob. No, there's one exception.
Yeah,
Jake Cooper, man mounted, own goal. What a shame. Just a
beautiful
shame he
own
wasn't
goal.
still scoring, but what a shame.
Yeah, beautiful own goal. But yeah, I thought we played pretty well. I do honestly think we controlled it. It was a little bit edgy, but they had nothing in attack in the second half. So I was really pleased with that, and I was thoroughly expecting almost a repeat performance for the next game, but it
Well,
didn't
let's
quite
not talk
happen
about
that
that
way.
yet, because we haven't talked about Tanaka. That goal,
Mm,
absolutely cracker, wasn't it? So
beauty.
it was nearly on injury time, wasn't it, when he scored, was it?
It can't have been far
Close
off,
to.
mate.
Yeah.
Can't remember it. It's that long ago.
No, I won't ask you what the mood in the stadium was anymore, because I know you don't like it. How was you feeling at that point in time when it went in?
Well, I
Where
do
were
hate
you?
that.
Where were you on that? Sorry, look. I'm very sorry. I will not interrupt. But were you behind him? So could you see the shot going, or with the other end? I just can't work out
No,
where you
I'm
are in
I'm
stand.
uh, I'm East stand upper, right near the front of the East stand uppers. So no, I didn't see it. I didn't get a great angle. You get a great view of everything.
Yeah.
That's why we sit there. But no, I wasn't right behind it. So I was delighted because I was probably one of the last to see it go in, if you know what I mean, to hit the net.
Was
But
it
what
the
a
next day
fantastic
you
goal!
saw it? Was it?
Oh, now I was sober. If
No,
that's
I
what you're
didn't
trying
mean.
to imply.
I didn't mean that. You just said you were one of the last to see it. I thought a bit like one of Jake's
I see.
tackles. 3 weeks
Yeah,
on
no.
Sunday.
Like the referee,
Yeah,
Pompey.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
so
I was chuffed, mate. I was chuffed. I'm always chuffed to be
yeah.
that team. Cheers.
Okay, yeah. Cheers, mate. Whoa, is that Ribena or is it something else?
It's
Anyway,
Ribena.
very good. I nearly believe you. So going on then, we had. Well, there was some suspicion it was going to be a difficult game. I said I'm not sure it would be after previous years, and I don't think it was as bad as before. But what did it feel like? 2-0 down, 2-0 down against the run of play. I thought. But do you want to talk us through that, Rob?
First goal was a stinker, set up by Mr. Aronson, who had a truly abysmal game, I thought. And the second goal was just really sloppy defending. So you can't give any credit to our defence for that second goal either. They were just asleep. So it was looking bad. I honestly thought, and I almost resigned myself to the defeat by then
Yeah, yeah,
because it just wasn't going. And QPR's pitch, I know it doesn't sound much, but nevertheless, it's one of the smallest pitches,
yeah,
and it's a really confined and close stadium, which some people think matters. I don't know, but the pitch matters for me, and I didn't want Anderson to be playing
yeah,
because whatever his attributes are, we're not here to discuss or slag him
yeah,
off. But whatever his attributes are, one of them is not close control and
yeah,
speed
yeah, yeah,
of thought on the ball. So he's one player who's not played well this year
yeah,
either. So I thought it's time for him to have a rest, and unfortunately he delivered a really poor performance and he effectively gave that goal away.
yeah,
Having said that, Melier didn't exactly cover himself with glory. It
no,
just seemed to be a shot on target. It's going to be a goal.
yeah,
I just don't know. I don't know. It's quite alarming, but we're going to have to put up with it, mate. We've had to
yeah,
put up with Melier for a while now. Nothing against personally, but there's times when a player's confidence, especially a goalkeeper's
yeah.
confidence, is really important, but it doesn't seem to really affect team selection,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Anyway,
Last year when we never played really, never really started against them last year. went 4-0. Did you ever think it was going to be as bad as that?
I did, yeah. I just thought it's
Did
not
you?
going our way. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we're making that big, what did I call him? Frey Bentos fella up front look good. And he had a good game last season. And I remember now, sorry, I was about to tell you a
Carry
joke, but
on.
it's
Go
time.
on.
But
Go on. Tell
that's
us the joke anyway.
well, I call him Frey Bentos because he's obviously his surname's Frey, and he is a bit of a pudding. Steak and kidney
Frey
pudding.
Bent. Oh right, steak and kidney pudding. So up north, you have this pudding. Down south in Midlands, pudding is what you have, with custard on. You're talking about suet pudding,
I
aren't you?
don't call it pudding. It's on the label on the tins. Have a look.
No, I didn't say you. I said you people. You classless citizens up north. You call it pudding. Let's move on. Anyway, but I suppose there was a bit.
What?
Robert.
Anyway,
So we got one back just before half time. Now I have to say, memory's got a complete blank. What? Who scored? Do you remember?
Yes.
Go on, tell us.
Oh, you're gonna ask?
Yes.
Yeah, Fair post scored, didn't he?
Well, I think didn't they say it was an own goal?
Somebody said it was an own goal. God knows why.
Megan Fox, they said. Wasn't it the actress Megan Fox? Well, apparently it was Megan Fox scored an own goal. I didn't see it coming on.
Oh, that'll be a transformation. Sorry. She's in Transformers.
Yeah, let's move on. Anyway, so
anyway,
2-1.
joke for you.
Yes, Robert.
What do you call a dessert in a duffel coat?
No idea.
Puddington Bear. Thank you. Copyright me.
Sorry, Rob, I dropped off. Did I miss something? Anyway,
we were talking Frey Bentos, weren't we? And they're from
No, I think I certainly moved on from there. So I think it was going through. So it was 2-1 down at half time. Then most unusual non-Fark thing that happened there. So Gnonto come on. So 1, really surprised. 2, great game. 3, fucking hell, where are we now? But just want to talk us through that.
4 weeks out.
4 weeks, yeah, very good. So talk us through, Rob, from your perspective, Gnonto.
Yeah, well, I've been wanting to play or be tried at number 10 role. I mean, why can't we just call it attacking midfield like good old days? Anyway.
What's the number 8 and number 6? What are they exactly? That number 6 role, that number 8 role. Do you mean Mark Rocker played that? You don't anticipate any player coming on at all. Oh no, carry on, Rob. Ask the question.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I agree. But I think, irrespective of Gnonto's loyalties and his strange poor decisions, about wanting to play for Leeds or not wanting to play, more importantly, last season, I still think he's technically probably our most talented player. And so I've wanted him in every time. I do. I've said it for ages, and certainly better than Aronson. I agree. Aronson's fitness is miles above Gnonto's, but nevertheless, Gnonto's technically gifted player, makes the right decisions more often than not, which certainly beats certain other players who always seem to be making the wrong decisions on the pitch.
I was going to say, I know we're not going to criticise Aronson, but it's one thing being fit, and then it's using it sensibly. I mean, the problem is, I don't think he channels it properly. As I understand it, Fox told him to calm down a little bit and take a bit of time over stuff, but he doesn't, does he? And it's that that ridiculous shooting. He always seems to make the wrong choice every time, and I don't get it. I really don't get that. But let's talk a bit. Let's concentrate on Gnonto and what could have been the saviour. Probably isn't now, given that the months are going to go ahead. But let's talk us through that, because it was a fantastic introduction from him. I thought he played streets, Ed.
He did. He just, I don't think he lost the ball. Didn't give the ball away, and he just made the right decisions. We've seen him play better as well. But anyway, so the substitution really worked in it at half time, which was unusual for him. But and I'm not here to slate Aronson off. He needed resting. I think he shouldn't have played in the first place. But I think with a lot of Leeds fans, certainly online or on social media, anti-social media, the impression almost is that they're so hasty and so keen to slag a player off. It's almost like they want them to do badly. This is what outsiders see it as. So then you just get Will Ward idiot going on, you know. Anyway.
I'll tell you what, actually, Gnonto, I can't remember what game it was, but last season, I remember he wasn't playing number 10, he played really deep, and I thought he was so effective. So much more effective when he's coming on like that and creating chances. I think it's a new lease of life, and he certainly made a difference. I think we've got to watch that because it's really good what's going on there. But, sadly, we're not going to get the opportunity, are we now?
No, got injured, got clouted, I think, or clattered. So yeah, he's out. I think 3-4 weeks. So we'll have to see. Will Ramazani get
Do you think he's number 10 or can play number 10?
a chance to be back to Anderson's stand? I preferred him there than Anderson, but I'm not a football manager or coach.
You know.
No, it's surprising.
You don't have to be a football manager to speculate. It's wonderful speculation. I know you don't like speculating or predicting the future as you see it around it, but it's marvellous. But anyway, let's go through. So we've gone through the internationals. Not too bad. None of the Wales hangover this time. I thought they played really well. Do you want to say a little bit about Wales, given that it's Wales Leeds United?
Absolutely. I saw nothing of the Wales match.
Did you
not? That's my input, mate.
Okay. All right, I'll give you mine then. So Dan James' first game, destroyed them, terrified them.
So who did the play?
So it was Albania or someone like that. It was an Eastern European side. I know. No, it was one of the
Kazakhstan, wasn't it?
Anyway, they were really good in that game. I thought they were really good.
I thought you watched them.
I did.
You watched them, but you don't remember who it was.
My memory isn't great, Pauline. So
I was a roadie for the Sex Pistols.
Very good. The Pox Pistols. But I remember saying to my wife, they play really good football. I like these guys. They just played really, really well. And then it was the second game, the one that was on last night or the night before. What's his face? Alioski against James, paired up against each other.
Saw a photo of that.
Alioski could still do a fair performance, still do a fair job for us. He's well past it. You would have thought playing in the standard he's playing, be nowhere near. But I thought he was really, really good, and he brought back memories of what it used to be. Do you want to say a little bit about Alioski? We've never really talked about Alioski, so I don't know whether you think he's good, bad, or indifferent, but he's certainly a character.
I liked him. I really liked him, and we've missed that sort of player.
Yep.
He had his faults. We all know that, but as a left back, as a marauding left back, crazy at times as well. Just loved him, mate. I mean, let's be honest, we loved most of the team under Bielsa, didn't we? But he was a great example.
Do you remember that? I can't remember which season it was. We're against Burnley. Alioski. He goes,
"Oh yeah,
race is simple." What was all that about? Because what's his face? It's the Burnley guy, the left winger. Reported him, didn't he?
No.
No,
I tell you, it was. I was informed of this at the time. It was Chris Wood. Amazingly,
Chris Wood. He wasn't. Was he playing for Burnley at that time?
Well, I think so, unless he rang it in.
Yep, dirty bastard. A Forest player ringing in to get our player banned. But I remember. But it was, real blast from the past.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was him, mate. Honestly, I was told it. I was told on the quiet. So it's a few years ago. So no one can sue me.
But it was such a character, such a great player. Honestly, I thought he was great. And you talk about energy, Orison. That's directed energy, isn't it? Absolutely off his head.
Yeah, this is what we've missed.
Do you remember COVID when we came back?
Oh,
3-0 Fulham. All the pop-ups. Osama bin Laden, the fans.
Troudies.
Do you remember him talking?
Yeah, I love that. It's one of my favourite moments of Alioski. But yeah, he's great. I mean, what wasn't perfect play by all means, but he was something to watch.
Sort of player you can get behind.
Well, he loved playing football. He still loves playing football. I think he loved being paid well as well. I think that's why he left.
Do you think? But it was a really good game, and you thought it was one of those things. It's one of those Leeds things. Concede as you go into injury time. Then score. You get 5 minutes and whatever. No, but that's a Leeds result. You see, Leeds, Wales United, our team going there.